Let me just say this first. I was the original crate maker. I brought playlists to DJs long before anybody else. My fingerprints are all over every music distribution service in America. And let me tell you what's coming in 2026. Believe me, I've seen it. I've got the receipts. Let's start hacking. Hey, my name's Aaron Trailer, and I'm nursing a really bad sunburn. Big blisters. I went on a boat. I was DJing a little set with some friends, and I forgot 30 minutes in that you got to wear sunscreen. And worse still, I put retinol on in the morning, and they say put retinol on at night. Now I know why. I got all these. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on the skincare progress. In the meantime, we've just hit our milestone. What we really wanted was 11,101 members. Thank you for getting us over the mark. I appreciate that. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 trends that I see coming up in 2026 that I have personally witnessed. I got the data to back it up. If you're a DJ who's curious about how to stay ahead of the competition, let's show you some hacks. Number one, the flood of music equals a curation gold rush. We're still talking about the fact that Spotify uploads about 100,000 songs per day. Another fact was they upload as many songs as they did publishing music back in 1984 in one day. 1 year for one day. It's incredible. 87% of these songs don't even crack 1,000 plays a year. So we're drowning. We as DJs are absolutely drowning. How are we going to filter this? How are we going to find the real gold? Well, that's the new power. And so my job isn't to add to the noise, it's to cut through it, get you to the songs that actually move a dance floor. If you're looking at your screen right now, I published back in 2024, right before Christmas, the top 1,000 songs geared towards dancing. Now, it hasn't changed much. There's still a few tracks on here I would play at the time of recording this video. But if you notice, my passion goes towards whatever is going to fill the floor. And I need help. I really, really do. So if you keep watching this channel and have any advice on how we can get down to the best of the best, I'm all ears, because that, again, is the curation gold rush. I do amplify anybody who shares their playlists. Honestly, it's a big, big deal. We've got over 100,000 people on our Facebook group alone, people sharing playlists. It's a thriving community of people saying, I need some songs for EDM, house DJs, what would you play? So I'm here to tell you that there is a huge demand that you're going to see in 2026 when it comes to playlist curation. Number two, AI as your co-curator. And I use the term co with a huge inflection because AI is not going to replace DJs. It's going to be our lab assistant. You got virtual DJ here with these tools that can really help you narrow in on songs that blend together. I'm more interested in how crowd reaction relates to floor momentum. This is kind of surfacing under the radar, and I'm a big proponent of that. You've got all of these columns here. That's just wasteful noise, but it's here and can be used. I feel like AI is surface level. It's still a lot of human work, and we can put our humanity into this metadata. I guess my point is you can't AI your way into the heart of the dance floor, but you can clear the weeds, plant the hits, so on and so forth. I will say this. I was talking to a radio buddy of mine and works for a big corporation I'm not going to mention, but they sent out a mandate to all of their jocks, radio programmers, music directors, saying stop immediately with this whole AI mandate. I know we're trying to cut corners and save costs. Radio isn't exactly making a ton of money in 2025, but they started to lose trust with their audience. And that's big for radio because, believe it or not, it's one of the most trusted news sources out there today. And when you start throwing AI in the mix, their audience quickly started to reject that. So I'm going to say that about the number 2 point. Use it as your co-curator, but not your curator. My name's Aaron Trailer with the Crate Hackers. We're moving on to number 3. And if you really like what you're hearing so far, please hit subscribe and send me some sunscreen. Ooh, I need some aloe vera. Number 3, global rhythms and local dance floors, which actually ties in quite well with number 4, hip hop being on life support. We'll get to that in a moment. But at this stage, Amapiano, African electronic textures, they rose by 7.7% annually in streaming sources. We're using a website here called sortyourmusic.com, and I'm looking at the Afrobeats charts here. Look at the popularity scores of Adam Port Move, 84%, Water by Tyla, 82% on a scale of 1 to 100. Rima, Wizkid, Toby. These are artists you need to start watching. African samples saw a spike of 700% over the past year. And I say that because I have been looking through the DJ cities, the beat port, the beat sources, all the record pools out there to see that not only is the music actually being produced, but it's being sampled by DJs worldwide. You can expect a lot more crossover. You're going to hear a lot more of this coming to your small town boomboxes, playlists, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. It's going to be happening at a brisk pace by the trends that I'm seeing. And this is not anything new. It's been bubbling up under the surface. I think we saw that EDM chill being brought to us by Kygo, and we were looking for that more relaxing sound rather than the LMFAOs and the Afro jacks taking over our speakers. We needed that certain vibe. And let's just say it, some of the biggest hearts, the best talent, the sheer guts and determination that those artists have over there in Africa, they're really giving American artists a run for their money. You can hear it in the way they sing. You can see it in the way they dance. They are punching and they're getting noticed. And I'm going to say, be looking out for those global rhythms on local dance floors. That's number 4. One thing you will notice is that hip hop is totally on life support right now, completely. Where was this? I'm going to try and find this report. Here we go. Check this out. Only 4 hip hop songs are charting on today's global Spotify chart. The lowest number in the chart's 9-year history. This week, 5 years ago, there were 56 rap songs on the chart. This, according to Hip Hop All Day, the genre that once defined youth culture is barely breathing. There will be a savior, maybe a hybrid performance. We're crossing our fingers. They may or may not come out of Atlanta. They may come from Africa, maybe a hybrid between EDM and Afrobeats. Keep your eyes on Thames, Burna Boy, whoever crosses hip hop's DNA with dance, because that's the only way they're going to save hip hop, in my opinion. If you've noticed, we've been at this really low tempo for a very long time in the hip hop genre. 74 BPM seems to be the average, and very rarely do we have a song that is dance floor friendly. I ask this of producers, why? And the messaging, I get it, but let's be celebratory again, can we? I know we're in tough times out there in America, but I remember the time when, during Vietnam, the toughest times, disco was their escape. Give us that escape music. We really need that here. Where are my hip hop heads out there? Do you believe me? Is it dead? Is it waiting for a resurrection? Sound off in the comments, because this wave very well could crash in 2026. And I hate to see that. I speak highly upon it because I programmed hip hop stations for damn near 15 years of my life. Some of you all just don't listen to me. I've been at it for 5 years telling you that there's going to come a day where the booth becomes the cloud. We're out at these barn weddings and patchy 5G, sure, okay. But we're now into the no more bring your USB stick era. We really are. CDJ 3000Xs, the brand new ones, we got Bluetooth, we got USB-C, you've got so many connectivities. Was it NFC I think I just saw on there? Don't quote me on that, but I believe you can bring your phone up to you can bring your phone up to, it's incredible. Imagine this, you're booked for a gig. You leave your laptop back at home, you're on a flight. Rather than run to the nearest Best Buy, you just run to the booth and remember your login. Now, we're not quite there yet in terms of that much friction ability. Like, there's still the cue point and the beat grid things that need to carry over. But in cases like Rekordbox, I'm currently loading these tracks, my XML data to Rekordbox. This was a fresh install. I just had Dropbox, which loaded my music to the computer, and boom, here we go. Just like this, all my music is starting to analyze on a brand new computer. This is, I'm sure, available on other software as well. Rekordbox was the first one to introduce me to the fact that I could have my login remotely anywhere, which was great. But we're living in the last years of laptops, in my personal opinion. 2026, your sets could live in the cloud. Number 6, the genre walls are starting to collapse around us, and vibe is truly starting to take over. Playlists and dance floors really don't care about genres anymore. I was having a discussion with one of my DJs here. What is R&B anymore? What is R&B? Honestly, is it Doja Cat, or is it Aretha Franklin? Is it, we need stronger definitions, or do we at all? Fusion is dominating house and world, R&B, plus hip hop, bringing them all together. We're moving into that fourth layer of remix inception. If you think about this, I was discussing this with DeVille from Club Killers. We were talking about that song from the Fugees, Ready or Not, which ended up becoming Mario and then Diddy's song. And now it's, I believe, a David Guetta song. And then you take DeVille with his remix on top of it. The lines are just blurring so much where even the original song from back in the day is getting replayed and rewired and restructured. And at this point, the audience just can't keep up. If you look at the average playlist of a standard American, you've got Queen stacked up to Kendrick, right next to Morgan, right alongside Brand New Nicki. I mean, no one knows what they're classifying as. If you go back to my era, the greasers would hang out with the greasers, the punks would hang out with the punks, the ravers would hang out with the ravers. How do we connect anymore? So DJs are going to have to start building their crates by energy and texture. Like I said earlier, getting down to the molecular level of music. I would love to see a trend or some tech where you can really get down to seeing what a song looks like before even hearing it. What does that energy look like in the metadata? What is the feeling of it? Does it show that in the description? Is it EDM or hip hop? Who cares? What does it feel like? That's the most important to me. 2026 is the year that DJs stop caring about what genre it is and start asking, what moment is this going to provide for my audience? All right, so number 7 is going to be the return of the underground dance floor. And let's just put all of the bottle service behind us finally and stop asking for girls to dress the way they get dressed just to get paid for it. I mean, let's invite our friends over to our homes and let's have some dance parties in our living rooms. Some of these homes, some of these barns, some of these warehouses are prime spaces for dancing. And I'm starting to see that more and more. Yeah, it's oversaturation online is driving people to be more offline. There's some really fun trending videos of people dancing without their phones, like there's no abandon, no tomorrow. Expect resurgence of small clubs, warehouse parties, physical dance floors. I'm starting to see it here in Nashville. And, they don't promote necessarily on Instagram or Facebook. They just DM a few of their friends and word gets out. It's very underground, very low key in the iMessage and WhatsApp spaces more than anything. Big data is showing the trends, but real dance floors are going to decide them. And I think once you bring your friends into your space, you're going to start to catch on to the trends because they're bringing in their bubble, they're bringing in their algorithms. I really think if you can start to organize your own events with people in your like-minded space, you can bring your identity back. Like I was saying earlier, the ravers hung out with the ravers. Find your ravers. I'm just saying, you cannot stream the sweat. You can't algorithm the goosebumps. 2026 is going to see a surgence of the underground dance scene, and I can't wait for it. It's still here as of recording this video, and I'm sure it's going to stick around to some degree. TikTok and its short form is still going to decide virality. Viral clips just keep bringing old songs back. You got Fleetwood Mac, Kate Bush, Running Up a Hill, you name it. We need, as DJs, to watch for these social spikes in real time. TikTok and shorts and reels. More importantly, you need to start making your own reels. That's one of the trends that I did leave out of this top 10 is because it's just a no-brainer. We should all be filming content like I am. I'm trying to push out one long-form YouTube video, more Instagram reels daily. It's really something that I think is a part of our tool belt, whether we like it or not. And we need to not only use the tools to promote our businesses, but we need to pay attention to the trends. Let me tell you one thing I'm doing here. I just grab my phone every morning, and you know how you normally doom scrolling or doing whatever you do in the morning before getting dressed? Well, I will open up my edits. And this is the brand new CapCut competitor for Instagram. And it's really cool. You can tie in your Meta glasses and send the feed to this. Much like Instagram, they also have a trending section and they have a For You section. And trending has shown me a lot of really cool remixes and vibes that I never even thought I would add. So I think about it like two ways. TikTok, Instagram, they have their virality for a reason. And I think if you double up your duties, you can kill two birds with one stone. You can promote your business, promote your brand, all the while keeping up on the new music in the trending section. Moving into number 9 and 10 of the trends we're going to start to see here in 2026. Do you agree? Do you disagree with some of them so far? Sound off in the comments. Let me know what some of your thoughts are. Again, hit subscribe. We're trying to hit that 12,000 mark here on the channel. Number 9, metadata and dance floor science. Yeah, we're back with this again, and I don't really want to focus on it too much because that's where I start to lose a lot of my audience. I don't want to get too nerdy and scientific on you, but you're going to start to see more deeper integration with your software with BPM, key, valence, like we do with the Crate Hackers desktop software, crowd feedback loops, things like that. But smart crates powered by audience response, not just algorithms. That's what we do on our side. All that aside, let's just have fun with it again. I don't have the data points to bring it up, but I did have a very strong conversation with the ex-marketing officer of Serato. And for a while, this gentleman really helped us steer the boat of Crate Hackers. And one of the most profound things that he said was, by our studies, when he was working at Serato, he learned that DJs just want to have fun. That's it. And it was really profound for somebody like me who was, pounding the drums about, organize your music, metadata, AI, all of this is great. But at the end of the day, a DJ just wants to have fun. And he was right. We can get stuck in the weeds about metadata or, how does my sound card work with this laptop and so on. Yes, it's a whole new YouTube series in itself. But at the end of the day, we just want to push play on really good music. And listen, with that, I want to say thank you for following us on this channel. I'm moving into the last trend, but promise in 2026, it's my focus to get more granular with really good music for you. I feel like I spent all of last year chasing AI trends, and you've seen the videos to prove it. I get really nerdy about this science stuff, but I'm losing the connection of what really good music is. And if I don't just lift my head up from the computer, I'm going to lose it. So I need to pay more attention to what makes a hit generate a dance floor. So you'll start to see me personally move into that, maybe on future episodes, but definitely within the Crate Hacker software. By the way, grab 7 free days of that. Hit that up in the description below as we move into number 10. My personal favorite prediction. I know some of you are all going to roll your eyes to this, but it is coming to pass that smart glasses and the metaverse are going to catch up with the DJ industry very, very soon. Not only was I one of the very first crate maker curators in America, but I was also one of the very first DJs to own a pair of these Wayfair glasses. Here's the proof on my Instagram. As far back as 2021, I was playing with the Metaverse goggles and trying to figure out ways to fuse music and the metaverse. I forgot even what this video. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm starting to chop up my CDJs with a kitchen knife. The metaverse is coming. We've got these smart glasses that are having the new meta displays. Very excited to see what this can do in the DJ booth. Obviously, really going to be well for announcements or any kind of late breaking news if you're perhaps like a sports announcer. I see a day, Serato, listen up, somebody out there, algorithm DJ, will you put waveforms on the glasses, please? And when you do it, will you please allow me to be the first to try them? That's all I want. I'm telling you, for the past 15 plus years, I've been waiting for the day that we can stop looking at our phones and look up at our audience again. That has been the disconnect all this time. In 2026, my belief, my prayer is that we go back to looking up and paying attention, not what AI can do for us, but what the world of humanity can do when we all just start to pay more attention to our needs. So I hope that helps you and inspires you to be the best DJ you possibly can be in 2026. I'm going to start chopping up more videos like this as much as I possibly can. So hit subscribe once again. And thank you for being along for the ride for the past 5 years. And we'll see you in 2026. Happy hacking.